Good afternoon, everybody. So let me start by introducing myself. So my name is Dr. Shuaib Olajire. So I'm in charge of this particular course, and the title of the course is Nigerian Economy. Nigerian Economy. This course has been divided into 6 study sessions, in which we will be doing the fourth one and the study session one after the other. But today, in order to save our time, I will not be able to just tell you what the title of each study session are. But what I will do now is that we just start from the first study session today, and we are hoping to cover up all whatever that we need to cover before you come for your face-to-face facilitation, and which I believe I will just put more effort. Maybe we'll be having this lecture like 3 times in a week in order to cover whatever that we need to cover before your exam starts. So today, we are going to be discussing the first study section of this course, and it's titled Economic Structure and System. So when you say economic structure, what do you mean by economic structure? In a nutshell, economic structure refers to the composition and organization of an economy, detailing how various sectors and activities contribute to the overall economic performance. That is what economic structure is all about. And we have all this economic system. So looking at this now, I will explain all these things in detail. This is just a preamble. And looking at the Nigeria now, after our 63 independence now, we are still struggling, and our economic activities are not really going the way it's supposed to be going. And this has been responsible for a lot of things and the way our economy is being structured. Are you getting me? So that is why we want to look at what is the nature, what is the structure that our economy has at Nigeria. What kind of structure is it, and what kind of economic system are we practicing? So under this particular study session, we are going to be discussing the following learning outcomes. The first one that we are going to be talking about is the concept of economic structure. After that, we are going to talk about the importance of economic structure. And the third one, we explain what are the relevant examples, different type of sectors that exist in Nigeria. And the last one, we are going to talk about the various economic ideology that exists in Nigeria. So let's get started by the first learning outcome, which happens to be the concept of economic structure. So what is economic structure? I've told you that economic structure is just the composition and organization of an economy, detailing how various sectors and activities contribute to the overall economic output or development. So economy itself, what is economic itself? Economy refers to any specific collection of interrelated set of markets and non-marketed productive activities. So there is difference between economic structure, there is difference between and economy. Economy itself is referred to as specific connection of interrelated set of marketed and non-marketed productive activities. In essence, Nigerian economy refers to all sorts of economic activities taking place in the geographical domain of Nigeria. So any activities that has to do with economy that can add economic value to the overall economy of Nigeria, it is what is called the Nigerian economy. Are you getting me? Nigerian economy is all the activity or economic activities taking place in the region, in our geographical domain. That is what we refer to as what? Nigerian economy. Or also such as economic activities of Nigerian residents wherever in the world they perform such activities. It is not only for those that reside in Nigeria, any economic activity that is being performed by any citizen of Nigeria, whether you are staying in Nigeria or you are staying abroad, that is irrespective of where you are reside. If you reside, it's what is called Nigerian economy. So it has to do with all the economic activities being performed by what? By all the citizens of what? Of Nigeria, irrespective of where they reside. So, what is economic structure? I have given you the one definition as regards the economic structure. But now, another definition is that economic structure can be defined in terms of institutional arrangements, aim, and decision on what, how, and for whom goods and services in an economy are to be produced and consumed. Are you getting me now? So, when I say economic structure, the economic structure is just something that has to do with organization and what? Organization and has to do with the composition and organization of economy, dealing with how various sectors, when I say various sectors and activities, is that sector, you know, when you, in an economy, different sector contribute to the GDP of economy. Are you getting me? We have industrial sector, we have oil sector, we have agricultural sector. Are you getting me? So all these sector, how they are being operated and their contribution to the overall output of the economy. Are you getting me? Those, that is what we mean by economic structure. But without wasting of our time, let's talk about different definition of economic structure, because this particular concept, which is economic structure, it has been defined by various scholars, and they are looking at it from their own perspective, from different perspectives. So we just look at some of the definitions that have been propounded by various scholars as regards the economic structure as a concept. So let's look at the first definition. So the concept of economic structure can be defined as an organizational, institutional, and social framework of any economic system, including the nature of resources ownership. Are you getting me? This definition is trying to tell us that the economic structure can be defined as an organizational, institutional, and social framework of any economic system, including the nature of resources owner. When I say the nature of resources owner, what we mean by nature of resources owner is that who are those people that own the resources in a particular economy. This one can be determined by the kind of economic system that is being practiced or being in practice, that is being practiced in that particular economy. Are you getting me? When we get there, I will explain I will dwell more on that. That is economic system. Economic system, we have different economic systems. We have capitalist economic system, we have socialist economic, we have communist system. But the major one that we have is capitalist economic system, planned economic system, and mixed economic system. That is capitalist economics, or you call it market or competitive economics. That is where it's an economy where the means of production and distribution is being controlled and owned by individual in the economy. Are you getting me? So when you say planned economy is also called an economy that is where the means of production and distribution or ownership of resources in the economy is being owned or controlled by the government in that particular economy. That is, whatever decision they want to make on production and distribution is got to do with what? Government. And the third one is mixed economics. It's had to do with, it's a kind of economy that has the elements or composition of the both the mixed economic and the other one, which is planned economy. So those are the two things. Those are the three types of economic system that we have. So let's look at the second definition now. The second definition says that economic structure is also defined as a complex organizational framework, interrelated or interlaced network, configuration, or outline of logical connectives through which activities of an economy are coordinated or aligned. So if you look at this definition, it's also saying the same thing in different language. Are you getting me? It also has to do with organizational, institutional, or framework in which one economic system is being what? Organized. Are you getting me? How each sector in an economy contributes to the overall output of the economy. And the third one said that the economic structure is also, it can be defined as a complex. Economic structure is a term that of output, trade, income, and employment drop from different economic sectors, ranging from primary, that is to do with extracting raw material from the ground, that is fishing, mining, and farming, and to secondary, are you getting me, to tertiary and tertiary sector and auxiliary one. So this one is telling us that it is also the changing balance of output, trade, income, and employment draw from different economic sectors. That is, contribution of different sectors in the economy to the overall performance of the economy. So we have a lot of this definition here, but in a nutshell, what I want to point out is that when you look at this definition, they are all pointing towards the same direction. They are saying the same thing in different language. So without wasting of our time, without wasting our time under that, so let's move on to the next learning outcome, where we'll be talking about the importance of economic structure. The importance of economic structure can not be overlooked, and it includes the following list. The first one, importance of economic structure, is that the study of the structure of economy provide adequate information on the form, conduct, and performance of economy meant for adequate policy, or as a means of charting the future with significant measures of certainty. It will give you a guideline on how you are going to have adequate policy in order to promote or develop your economy. So the second one is that the study of economic structure enable us to formulate policy to prevent and minimize deviation from the accepted developmental and structural norms. So the study of economic structure will help you, will give you a guideline in order to make policy that will be tailored towards developmental projects that has been set aside for the development of that economy. Are you getting it? It will give you a guideline. You will not go astray, or you will not deviate from what has been planned for that economy. Are you getting it? The structure of the economy will help you. The study of the economic structure will help you to be focused on the policies or formulating the policy that will be beneficial to the developmental project of in the economy. So the third one is that it also enables us to check the dominance of one sector over the other, as well as ensuring the contribution of all sectors to overall development process. You know, when I was telling you, I gave you the definition of economic structure as the composition and organization of all the sectors in the economy. Are you getting me? And how each sector contributed to what? To the development, overall development of the country. So the study of economic structure will help you to know which one is not performing. So from there will be a check and balance in the sector. If the oil sector is the one that's performing more than the agricultural sector, that as what is happening in Nigeria now, Nigerian government has already focused on the what? Oil sector, neglecting agricultural sector, which is not the best. Are you getting me? So the study of economic structure can help Nigerian government to know or to strategize on how to now revive the agricultural sector. Are you getting me now? Because neglecting agricultural sector, which has been the main theme of economy before, and moving to health sector, it's degrading or it's deteriorating the sector of agriculture. The contribution of agriculture to Nigeria GDP has reduced. Are you getting me? Because we are only focused on health sector. But the study of economic structure can help us to now do something about agricultural sector, because it will help us to know that this economy and this sector of the economy is performing better than the other sector. Are you getting me? But I know that one sector is weakening, another sector is picking up. So we can work on the one that is weakening. So with the study of economic structure. So another point is that with the study of economic structure, we will be in a position to design measures of enhancement and otherwise improvement. Are you getting me? So the study of economic structure can help us to know and design the measure that we can use to sharpen any sector of economy that is not doing well. So that is that on that. So we have a lot of them as an importance of what economic structure. So I don't want to just explain all of them because of the time. And let's move on to the next one, which happens to be the determinant of economic. What are the determinants of economic growth? There are two
major determinants of economic structure. The first one is economic ideology, and the second one is economic system. Are you getting me? So let me quickly explain this. The economic system can be defined as a product of the economic ideology of a country, which exercise a substantial influence on its structure, and it consists of these three systems. So when you say economic system, it is what I just explained to you the other time, that we have three major economic systems. I think the first one is capitalist economic system, or you call it market economic system. The second one is centralized planned economic system, or you call it social economic system. And the last one is what? Mixed economic system. And another definition for economic system is that, let me give you another system can be defined as the structure and organization of an economy. It is the way in which resources are allocated, goods and services are produced and distributed, and economic activities are coordinated within the society. Are you getting it? That is another definition. But in a nutshell, economic system is the way the economy is being run. That is the production of goods and services, how it is being run. It helps us, it gives us the who is the owner of the resources in an economy. Are you getting it? So let's look at the three types of economic system that we have. We said we have the first one is market or capitalist economic system. The second one is the planned, you can call it planned economic system or call it social economic system. And the last one is a mixed economic system. It's like I explained to you that market or capitalist economic system is an economic system whereby the means of production and distribution is being controlled by individual in the economy. That is, it's being controlled by citizens of the economy. Are you getting me? That is, government has no or little involvement in the control of resources in the economy. So the second one, which is centrally planned or social economic system. This one is all about it's an economy whereby the means of production and distribution is being controlled by what? By the government. That is, individuals are not given opportunity to control or own the factor of production. Are you getting me? Or resources. So the last one, which happens to be the mixed economic system, is the one that has the two. They have the picture of the two types, the first two types of economic system. Are you getting me? So it's an economic system whereby the means of production and distribution is being controlled or owned by individual and the government in the economy. So I think that one is a little bit clear. So let's move on to the next one. I don't know if I have given you the definition of the economic ideology. Economic ideology. So economic ideology can be referred to as a set of beliefs, values, and principles that shape an individual or a group's perspective on how economy should be operated. So that is the definition of what economic ideology. So let's look at the type of sector in Nigeria. So we are not talking about the we just discussed the economic system now, the three type of economic system. So we want to look at now, we want to now narrow it down to Nigeria now, the type of sector that we have in Nigeria. And economy can be analyzed in terms of its components, parts, which can be referred to as sector. Are you getting me? So this involves breaking down of economic activities into various units and the contribution of each unit being analyzed. So let's look at the sector that Nigerian economy comprises of. So the first one, we have primary sector, we have secondary sector, and we have tertiary sector. So looking at the first one, which is primary sector. So primary sector is a sector whose activities are directly related to natural resources, exploration, and the sector is engaged in the extraction of renewable. And not say primary sector is just a sector that are dealing with what? Extraction of what? Of raw or natural resources from the ground or from water from anywhere. So their own is to provide raw material for the next sector which happen to be the what? You got the second sector, which happen to be the secondary sector. So let's look at the secondary sector now. The secondary sector cover all other good production in the economy, including the processing of materials, or let's call it raw materials, produced by the primary sector and itself. Are you getting me? So the second sector is a sector that is dealing with what? Conversion of raw materials to what? To finished goods. Conversion of raw material that has been detected by the primary sector to what? To finished goods. That is the manufacturing sector. So secondary sector can also be regarded as what? Manufacturing sector. So manufacturing is the main element in the sector. Are you getting me? It also includes construction and public utility industry of gas, water, and electricity. So anything that has to do with conversion of raw material to finished goods, it can be found under what? Under secondary sector. So let's look at the last sector, is the private sector or private sector service activities such as transportation, distribution, insurance, banking, finance, communication, hotel, and anything that has to do with services. Are you getting me? They are there to enhance the other two sectors, which is primary and secondary sector. Are you getting me? So these are what is called tertiary sector. They are service provider. Are you getting me? They are what? Service provider. So activities like transportation, distribution, insurance, banking, finance, communication, hotel and restaurants, real estate, house, and all the like, and the likes are called tertiary sector. So I think that one is okay. So let's move back to the ideology. I've given you a definition regarding the economic ideology before, and in which I said that economic ideology can be referred to as a set of beliefs, values, and principles that shape an individual or group perspective on how an economy should be operated. So that is definition for economic ideology. So looking at the various types of economic ideology that we have, and when you look at economic ideology and economic system, they are a little bit interrelated. Are you getting me? They are a little bit interrelated. Some people use them interchangeably, economic ideology and economic system. Are you getting me now? But from your manner, they are not using them interchangeably. They have the same, they have some similar elements in them. So dividing now the various type of economic ideology that we have, you can see them in the diagram that is shown on my screen. So the first one is liberalism. The first one is liberalism. The second one is capitalism. The third one is imperialism. We have the next one, which is communism, and the last one is mixed economy. So when you look at this thing now, we say you look at when we are talking about economic system, we make mention of three types of economic system, in which we have capitalism, we have mixed economy, and we have planned economy. So communism is the same thing as what? As a planned economy or social economic system. Are you getting it? So planned economic system or social economic system. So when you look at these five types of economic ideology, we can derive, or you can point out the three types of economic system in them. Are you getting? That is why I say they are what? They are interrelated. So let's look at them one after the other now. Let's look at the liberalism. So this ideology proposed that the idea that freedom is central to the realization of the human personality. The idea of freedom won a hold on popular imagination in the 17th century. So what this one is trying to say, liberalization, is that the ideology was believed that the freedom is central to the realization of their what? Human personality. Are you getting it? So that is what liberalization is talking about. Capitalism is the same thing as what I just defined for you when we are discussing the economic system. It is often considered to be an offshoot of liberalism. Capitalism is an ideology that is based on private ownership of means of production. That is, the means of production and distribution in an economy, it's being controlled or owned by what? By private ownership. Are you getting me? By private, that is individual in the economy. not by the government. So it will be easy for you to understand that one when I ask you something related to that. So I don't want to dwell more on that. Let's move on to imperialism. So imperialism is characterized by parasitism and decay, manifested in the disparity between the growth of productive force and the fast potentialities offered by modern science and technology. Imperialism means the highest and last stage of capitalism when free competition gives way to the dominance of monopolists and finance capital system. So imperialism is a little bit related to what? To capitalism, but it is the means of production and distribution is being owned by individual, but elected individual. Are you getting me? That is, it will be the only one that will be in charge. Only one individual will be in charge of will be in charge of will be in charge of means means of production and distribution in an economy. So let's look at the communism. Communism refers to the highest stage of socialism, where people receive their income on the basis of their needs, and it also refers to a system of total control of social life by self-appointed elites. Are you getting me? So the reason why it's a little bit different by socialism or planned economy is that it's the means of control of the means of production and distribution is being controlled by selected, are you getting me? Selected or appointed elites. So I think those are the important ones under the economic ideology. So I think that is the end of this particular study session. But if we can, so let me say, so what will happen is this now. This is the end of this particular study session, but I was thinking maybe I can still have another class with you immediately now, but I think it cannot be possible. But maybe we are going to schedule another class for tomorrow or next tomorrow. So where we'll be discussing the next study session of this particular course. But let me just quickly recap what we have discussed now under this particular study session. So I think we have been able to get the definition of the economic system and then economic structure, and we know the difference between the economic structure and economic system, and as well we have different type of economic system. And economic system we have just three, and the three are: the first one is market or capitalist economic system, the second one is plan or social list economic system, and the third one is mixed economic system. And we have been able to discuss the different definitions that have been propounded by different scholars as we get the economic structure. And also we also talk about the importance of the economic structure, in which I gave you different points on that, which I believe that you can still go back to your manual and read more about it. And also we talk about the determinants of economic system, and I told you that there are two major determinants of economic structure. The first one is economic ideology, and the second one is economic system, in which we discuss economic ideology. I gave you the definition of economic ideology, after which we talk about the type of economic different type of sector that we have in Nigeria. Majorly, we have three sectors. We have primary sector, we have secondary sector, and tertiary sector. It depends. Some people want to categorize or classify the sector in Nigeria. They can say they have agricultural sector, they have industrial health sector, those sector, and we have industrial sector, we have consumer and good producer sector. So all these sectors that are in Nigeria can be grouped into what? Three major sector. Are you getting me? So when I say we have industrial sector, we have when I say we have mining sector, oil and gas sector, all this mining sector, oil and gas sector, those things they are under what? Under primary sector. Even agricultural sector is also under primary sector. Are you getting me? Any sector that dealing with extraction of raw material or renewable or non-renewable resources from the ground or on water anywhere, they are categorized of what as what primary sector. Are you getting me? So all these sector can be categorized under primary sector, and they always produce or provide what is called raw materials for the secondary sector. Secondary sector has to do with when you are talking about those sectors that are in the conversion of what of raw material to what finished goods. Are you getting me? So this category of sector is industrial sector that we have, manufacturing sector, and even construction company is also under those. And we have tertiaries. Also, tertiary sector are those sectors that are providing services. Are you getting like transportation, banking, finance, and those and sector as well? So those are the sectors that fall under tertiary sector. Talk about economic ideology, in which we have 5, but I was able to explain 4 out of those 5 because I know I've explained this mixed economy ideology before, because it is the same definition with the economic system, mixed economic system. Are you getting me? So that's why I said that the economic ideology and economic system, they are interrelated. Are you getting me? So to some, if you check some textbook, they will just give you the same 3 types of economic ideology as we have with the economic system. Are you getting me? They won't go to liberalism and all those stuff. Are you getting me? They will just give you planned economic ideology, mixed economic ideology, and what? And socialized social economic ideology, or they call it capitalist ideology. So they will just give you the 3 major economic ideology as we have it in economic system. Are you getting me? That is why some people used the economic ideology and economic system interchangeably. So I think that is all under this particular study program. Next, in our next class, we are going to be discussing the next study session under this particular course. So I think we have come to the end of this discussion. If you have any question, you can let me know, and I think I have given you the opportunity to unmute yourself. So you can unmute yourself if you want to
Yes,
ask
sir.
question. And let me
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir. My name is Oyedegba Ogbemi. Yes, sir.
You're welcome.
Yes. I would like to ask, sir, concerning what method of examination we should expect. What method of examination we should expect, whether it's CBT, POP, or a mix.
Okay, thank you. The question you just asked me now is, one thing about this the mode of examination that you are going to have, it depends on the situation that you may meet when you come for your face-to-face facilitation. So the reason why I said that is that from the inception of this particular section now that we started, even the 400 level that were not supposed to write CPT exam, they were forced to write CPT exam because of the fact that you don't have enough pen for the pen on paper, because the exam then was interrupted with the face-to-face exam. So they came at the same time. So there was no enough pen. That's concluded that they should do CPT exam. For the next the next step that came after them, nursing, they did the same CPT. That is 400 level nursing. And the next that were around now, the one that are around now, they are doing what? CPT. So your one will be the next now after this one that are currently on ground. So what I will advise now is that you may not know the kind of exam that you are going to write, but I think you are in 300 level, fine. CPT is not too bad for you. So that one is depend on the decision of the management when you come. So during your face-to-face presentation, management will decide on which exam you are going to write. But I cannot say categorically now that you are going to write CPT or you are going to write face-to-face. But that one will depend on what the situation you meet on ground. So I think
all right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So any other question, please?
Any other question, please? So if there is no other question, I think we can call it a day. And then by tomorrow, you see a notification for the next class. It might be tomorrow, it might be on Saturday. So I think we need to do another class before this week runs out. So in order to meet up with our expectation. So if there is no any other question, so can we say goodbye and then we shall meet again next time. So
Thank
bye
you,
bye.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Bye-bye, sir.
Anything on my